everyone, this is Nandini Chopra, the CEO and founder of My Study Buddy, and I'm here to share a secret with you. Yes, you heard me right. The secret is regarding you scoring 95 plus percent marks in your board exams. Now, how is this going to happen? Everything lies in this one secret, which is your boss timetable. The timetable which will define your destiny, the timetable which will change the game for you. Yes, I'm talking about this game changer timetable. So the first thing most of the students have in their mind when they talk about a timetable is, do we study in the daytime or do we study in the nighttime? So I personally vouch for daytime, and I'll tell you why. So in daytime there's a lot of commotion around us. Everybody is very very active in the daytime, and there are a lot of people who are looking at us. So we feel somewhere down the line entitled to be doing what we're supposed to do. While if we're studying in the night time, it might be very, very peaceful, but after a while we might feel hungry. There's nobody looking at us, everybody's sleeping, and when we're hungry, we spend more time cooking. While we're eating, we might also want to watch a series, and a lot of time gets wasted in the night time. Also, another problem with the night time is if you sleep later, you will be sleeping, say, close to 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Everybody starts getting up around 7, around 8. So, by the time you're sleeping, there is some sort of commotion or the other. Your peaceful sleep, that peaceful hour your subconscious mind is looking for, it did not get. Because of that, your mind will not be as much, at peace. Your attention will be lower. A lot of things happen in our subconscious mind and it needs to rest too. So, daytime is the best time to study and you should make this a habit. Another very, very important thing is when you get up early in the morning, the first hour when you get up, you should spend with yourself. Even if you're not waking up like too early, you're waking up around 8, you're waking up around 9 and you're not waking up at 5:36, that is okay. But make sure that you spend the first hour of your day with yourself. This is a very, very important thing. You should not be, even if you want to revise something, you want to exercise, you want to go out, take a walk, do whatever, but stay away from screens. Screens can be a big, big distraction and they can cause a lot of trouble if you see the screen as the first thing in the morning. So make sure that you don't see the screen as the first thing in the morning. Try seeing some sunlight, listening to some good music. Start your day on a positive note, and screen will not be a positive note. Now, the next thing is one subject policy. A lot of times, what we do is we stick to one subject. Suppose I am afraid of this chapter called trigonometry in maths. Now, I will keep on doing trigo till the time I feel more confident. But what I'm losing on particularly is that I'm not revising other subjects as much. I don't remember chapters from SST as much. I don't remember chapters from science as much. Now, what this will lead me to do is it'll make me out of touch of the other chapters which are happening. Now, I will start, becoming less performant in all these other subjects for the sake of being better at trigo. So there is a very, very important thing we all need to keep in mind. We need to practice the chapters, we need to practice the subjects which we are weak at. But it's equally important to keep in touch with the other things which you are studying alongside. Next thing is revision. It's very, very important, very, very important to do the revision. Every 10th grader, if you see, you'll barely meet people who say that, I haven't completed my syllabus and I'm going to appear for the board exam. Everybody completed their syllabus by the time it's Feb or it's March. Everybody is able to complete the syllabus. The only difference is in the revision. Not everybody is able to do revision 5 to 6 times. That's where it becomes a game changer. So make sure that you complete your syllabus by December, maximum by January week 1 or week 2, and you start revising. Make your timetable in such a manner that you have enough time to revise those chapters which you've already done 4 to 5 times minimum, and if you're able to do it 6 times, even better. Now, how do we really revise? How do we really go about it? Because there's so many ways in which one can revise. So the best way is to have the notes or the book or whatever you're using for studying and start creating a page wherein you're mentioning the notes and you're mentioning, this is the thing I know very well, this is the thing I am little stuck at. Mention all the things in that one sheet of paper. This is your cheat code, this is your flash sheet, this is your basically your idea of the chapter. This will tell you what are you good at, what are you not good at, what do you need more time with, what do you need less time with. This sheet is going to really help you when you're revising the next time. It'll make you aware. It'll make you understand that, okay, what is my improvement from last time to this time. Okay, now next thing is, how do we make our schedule? How do we sit to study, or maybe how many hours are optimal for studying? So the answer to this is, when there are weekdays and you're also doing, say, your tuitions, or you're doing your um, say school, so that time optimally you should study for 7 hours in the, you know, in the sitting of 2 hours, 2 hours and 3 hours. Now for a lot of you, sitting for 2 hours would be a problem. So let me give you another quick tip on how can you make this happen, and it is a scientifically proven tip. The scientifically proven tip is, if you sit to study for 25 minutes, your attention span is as such that after 25 minutes your attention starts reducing. So it is very, very important to take a 5-minute break. Okay, when you're starting with it. So if you're studying for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. If you're studying for 50 minutes, take a 10-minute break. If you're studying for 2.5 hours, take a 30-minute break. It is very, very important to take breaks alongside, but also equally important to make sure your break doesn't exceed 5 minutes. Now, for a lot of us, all the people who are teenagers, it is very difficult to discipline yourself, to make sure that you're able to do all these things, and we need somebody to monitor us. We need our mothers or parents or elder siblings, or maybe a tuition teacher or a school teacher, somebody to monitor us, somebody to keep a check on us. And a lot of us have this problem of not being so much disciplined by ourselves. So try doing this. Sit at a particular place, stay away from electronic devices, and make sure that whatever break you're taking, put your head down, listen to some music, or try to write something which you know like apart from academia, and spend that 5-minute time with yourself. Okay, when you spend that time with yourself, you'll be able to get back and refresh yourself. Try putting a timer on an alarm clock. Keep an alarm clock on the table. This will help you understand that, okay, how much time am I really wasting. Okay, getting back quickly to the schedule, the sitting. So the first batch has to be 2 hours, 2 hours and 3 hours in a weekday. Okay, so 2 hours sitting, taking some break, another 2 hours sitting, some break, and a 3 hours sitting around night time, or you can say post dinner. That is for a weekday. Now, talking about a weekend, the optimal time for which you should be studying should be like around 10 hours around this time, when it is already, January is already there. So in that situation, you have to study for 2 hours, 2 hours in the daytime, and 3 hours in the evening, and 3 hours at night. You have to study for 10 hours in a weekend day. Okay, so you have to make sure that this is how you go about it, and make sure you make out time for revision. Make sure you make time to create those flash pages so that they help you actualize, help you understand what you have learned better. Now, another very important thing is, a lot of times in board exams, we end up gaining a lot of weight because we keep eating, and we need a lot of energy. Our brain is using a lot of energy. In this case, we have to start exercising a little bit. Exercising a little bit is important. We don't have to be bodybuilders or anything. All we have to do is make sure that the blood is flowing. So blood is flowing properly, your body is little bit in motion. So you should go out, take a walk, or maybe when you get up in the morning, just do a little bit of stretching, or in between studies and you take a 5-minute break, do a little bit of stretching and make sure that blood is flowing. Okay, this is a very important thing. It'll make you feel fresh, it'll make your mind feel very, very relaxed and make you feel at peace. Another thing is, when we keep eating, we should make sure we do not completely, make our tummy full. We should not make our tummy 100% full. We should make sure that our stomach is only 75% full. It is full, but not so much that you start feeling sleepy. Okay? Eat enough, but not too much. Eating too much will make you sleepy and you'll not be able to study. A lot of times, a lot of students say that, I feel very sleepy when I'm studying. One of the reasons why this happens is we eat a lot. I'll make another video on why do we feel sleepy when we are studying and how can we get rid of it. But for the time being, this is what we can do. We can eat a little lesser and try to, this will help us to be lesser sleepy. Now talking about another very important thing, eating the frog technique. A lot of times you guys have this problem that I am not very good with this chapter, physics is making me really very anxious, I am not able to understand numericals of electricity, so many things you guys have to say. So try picking up the thing which you find the most difficult task of the day as the frog. Eat that frog as the first thing in the morning and it'll keep you motivated. So keep the things which you find difficult as a priority. When you keep it as a priority, what will happen is that you'll feel that a sense of empowerment will be there. That, oh, yes, I have done this task. It'll be easier for you to accomplish the other tasks in a day. So try doing that. Eat the frog as first thing in the morning and it'll help you. Next thing is make priorities. Okay, make priorities on what do you have to do, what you do not have to do. Okay, make a list of all these things. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3. Important thing about making priorities, it is always at the back of your head. When a chapter is making us anxious, the best way to deal with it is confront it. Okay, if you do not confront it, it'll keep on adding to the baggage you have and it'll make you all the more anxious around board exams. Take help of your peers, take help of your teachers, take help of your if at all tuition teachers or parents or anybody, take help. Study from wherever you want to do, take help of Google, but try clarifying those doubts. It is very, very important to clear these doubts at this point of time. Now, talking about a timesheet. A lot of times, students think that you're sitting in front of a book and you're studying, but we are not really studying. We are zoning out. We are looking somewhere else. A lot of times, students start looking at the wall and they keep looking at the wall. It happens with all of us, right? It has happened with me. It has happened with I'm sure it would have happened with you. It happens with everybody. Now, how do we deal with a situation like this and how do we deal with this problem? So, the best way to go about it is keep writing. Write at least 10% of whatever you're learning in your notebook. When you're writing, your eyes are coordinating with your hand is in motion, you zoning out, you going in another world, the possibility of that will be much, much lesser. And this will help you, be very intact and studying properly without feeling a lot sleepy. So this is a very good technique that will keep you focused on your chapter. Now, I want to share another very, very, very important news with you that we at My Study Buddy are coming up with Crash Course for Grade 10 and we are starting our batches in first week of January, that is after 2 weeks to almost 3 weeks. So we are booking now, we are taking enrollments and we are really looking forward to see you all guys there. The 4 subjects which we are covering in the Crash Course is Math, Science, English and Social Sciences. We are also doing all these classes live and the doubt classes will also be catered to live. So I'm really looking forward to see you all. Bye-bye. Don't forget to like this video, comment on this video, put more doubts and I'll definitely make another video on the same and share it with your friends. Thank you.